Hi, teacher. My name is Kaylin Boyano, and I'm going to explain the rhetorical choices that I made when redesigning my little review, which was about how the climate of a student space influencing their academic performance. And well, for my project, I decided transform that academic research into bilingual fact sheet in English and Spanish that serve as a guide to achieve a well-designed space, thinking about the final user, like always, to prevent those errors like lack of comfort or affecting the user in any way. For both my little review on the fact sheet, my audience are architects, people interested in the space design, students, or people that want know more um, or learning more about the importance and the process of the building a space. Well, for my Spanish version, I address the audience with the tone more explanative and reflexive about the importance of doing things step by step, taking your time in the in the safe manner for the user. And well, for my English version, I adapt the same purpose to be more quick and straight to the point, without explaining the way so much, to because they always apply their zoning laws, so they don't need more explanation about that. And well, for my little review, I didn't use the statics data or the math test results or the ventilation rates from the authors like Wargogi or Heverine, because the fact sheet audience, I think, is more or want the quick solutions and getting the important ideas. They don't want a long text about that. Well, what I wanted was to avoid the research problem like affecting the user comfort and affecting their main ideas in a space. Well, in my fact sheet, I explained that a step in the point number 2, that was about the good site analysis prevents serious lighting the ventilation problems. What I did use was a theory from my author Ali that talks about the importance of the spatial diversity. I used a practical tool which was the bumble diagram. In the Spanish, we use that in the same way to visually the organize the songs before do or finish the project. And well, I use that source as a logical base, but not as a essential citation. Is it was only like a step to do better the process. And well, about the layout of the fact sheet in both versions is very similar. I decided to keep the same visual structure using the bullet points and the same supporting the diagrams, like I mentioned. I did this because a good fact sheet, well, I think that in any language needs to stay in the reader's mind. Well, where I really applied the cultural difference was in the explanation of the topic, I think. In Spanish, for example, I use more descriptive style, explanation concept like the should be of architecture. In Spanish is another name. But and I explained the consequence of informal construction, which is more normalist in Latin America, I think. But in English, I think that well, I changed the way I address the audience to be more informal to connect with the reader, because I think they have different concepts, are well, architectural concepts, since they aren't the same. For example, in Latin America, they group the important analysis of a space into a single concept, like a component of architecture. but in English, that concept doesn't exist, because they have like the single concepts, no, don't have a group. I think that I don't know why, but the it's the same goal for the career, I think. Well, in conclusion, my redesigning consists of my of using my research theory to make the user feel comfort and avoid the rejection of the space. I found it very interesting how you have to change the language to research a different audience, as if they were two different voices, but with the same goal that I mentioned. Well, thank you so much.